Hello and welcome back to Skanuki. This is Landon here, and today we're reviewing the Sentro knitting machine. I know we're kind of mostly a gaming channel, but you know, we're humans, we like to do other things. Kayla will be doing more doll videos soon, so if you're into doll making, that's her thing. If you're into fiber arts, that's my thing, and I'll be posting more of that. So, you know, like, stick around, subscribe, like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys want to see. You know, it helps, we do other things. We're on to the unboxing part. My great tape opening there. It opens kind of weird though. It looks like it's upside down, but it's not because it has the tray. I was a little bit confused by that. And our instructions. Never followed the instructions. It's called the Weaver Epoch for some reason. I'm not really sure as to why. I thought it was a Sentro knitting machine, but no, it's a Weaver Epoch. Yeah, we got some new things here. We got a crochet hook, some needles, our feet, and we got some really crunchy acrylic yarn to use in this machine. If you don't have good yarn, go to a Goodwill and buy good yarn. It's really cheap there. We got some knitting needles. There we go. Look at that. I don't know how to knit. I only know how to crochet. And yes, we're gonna just be assembling this piece by piece now. You want to take really good care of the needles, by the way, they're really delicate. But as far as the Goodwill yarn, it's really cheap most of the time. It depends on what Goodwill you go to. You can usually find some really nice stuff like wool. I found wool, alpaca, all kinds of blends. I have so much cotton. And these feet were notoriously hard to put on there. They were difficult, but they're really necessary. Like, trust me, you have to have those feet on there. And yeah, that thing is amazing. The little tension thing, it's great. Except for I spilled some water on my desk, and then I went to get a towel and I knocked off the machine and I snapped that thing off. So this is the only part of the video you'll actually see it on there because it's been destroyed. Yeah, good job, me. And you're supposed to screw in the legs. So they give you a little screwdriver and some screws. You flip it upside down. There's a little hole I'm about to point. I guess I didn't point to it, but there's little holes in the bottom, trust me. And now we're on a nice wood surface at my computer desk. So sticky and nice. Sort of suction cup. So it can be all suctiony and cupped to the desk. If you would like to see how I make my cakes, I use a little wool winder. They're great, they're amazing. I'll leave a link to everything I use in the description, including these little tags that I use to hook onto my yarn, because my yarn will get everywhere if I don't, because I have a terrible closet. We live in a tiny apartment. So you want to find your black peg, and the one directly to the left of it is the one you're going to start on. Make sure you leave your kind of long tail. In this video I failed to do that. You want to make sure it's long enough to, you know, do other things with later on. So you hook it on, and you're going to come do a weaving motion. You're going to skip a hook, catch a hook, skip a hook, catch a hook. Just kind of say that to yourself as you go around for the first time. So yeah, I missed a hook. I gotta go back. You skip a hook, catch a hook. Skip a hook, catch a hook. Catch a hook. You get the point. I don't mean to keep saying that, do I? And there we're back to black. You just go around it, go underneath that first hook, so you don't skip a hook, catch a hook. And on that catch a hook, you're gonna go drew this little guide. I failed to see it because I had a lot of cameras in my face. You gotta get into that little groove right there all the way. I didn't have it all the way, so don't do that. Make sure you go in there, look above it, you know, preferably, and push that down in there. It'll work a lot better. In the first row, you want to be kind of gentle on, because everything's really loose. You don't want to have any slip stitches on the very first row. It just isn't professional, you know? Now you're back into your black pig, you have one row. So every time that black pig pieces, you have one row. So we went ahead and knit out a couple of rows. We're cutting off our waist yarn. This is our waist yarn right now. So you're going to take it off. You're going to make sure you have it still on that hook. Put it in the middle. Leave yourself a longer tail than I did. That was a terrible idea. You're going to put that piece of yarn in the same slot that you took the other one off of. Here's a closer view. See, that hook is the one we just took the yarn off of. You're going to put that one in there and snag it. And so this is just like you started the yarn last time, except that is now your left to the black hook, if that makes sense. So you're going to hold tension on that, make sure you have it nice and tight so that it goes underneath the hooks and doesn't get lost. And unlike me, once again, make sure you push that thing all the way down into the little thing. You can see it's not in the, I guess the guide, it's called a guide. It's not in the guide all the way. It's giving me lots of trouble. Yeah, I can't see it because of the cameras in my way. Here we go, I got it. And then you're just going to do that a few more times. You just go slow at first because you still don't have a lot of tension on this first row. But your row will be much cleaner because you used the waist yarn on it. I didn't need to use as much waist yarn. I was just doing it to do it. And now we have a drop stitch. Oh no, what do you do? Oh god, panic. No, there's a way to fix drop stitches. I'll show you how to fix a drop stitch. Really easy, really simple, amazing. So the way you fix a drop stitch is you kind of pass by it. You don't want to fix it when it's on the side where your crank is. You want to fix it on the left hand side. So you want to go all the way around once you notice it, all the way to the left. And then you want to take it to the row you see it on. As you can see, I point at it. And you pop them up until you can see them. That's the row that I'm about to point at. Right there. That's the one that you need to pull off tension. So you pull it off the little knobs. That's what holds your tension now. So you pulled off, and now it's really nice and loose. And then you struggle to get this piece off because, I don't know, I just struggled really hard. I usually don't. I've practiced with this machine a little bit since like opening it just to see how it works. As you can see, I'm struggling hardcore. I hit the camera, sorry. A little wobbly there. See, and there's your drop stitches. They're awful looking, aren't they? But of course, they picked up some stitches later on. All you have to do is give it a little tug, and it will just let all those stitches go. Once again, just kind of hard to do with the camera right in front of you. You want to make sure you get them all in order, because you don't want to have overlapping ladders. Those are called ladders, apparently. So, yeah. Yep, use yourself a nice little crochet hook. I'll leave a link to a crochet hook there, but if you get this kit, it already comes with a crochet hook. I just have tons of crochet hooks because I'm a crocheter. So we'll take it all the way down to the end and goes through that hoop. There's the loop, as you can see it a little bit easier now. I pulled them up. You go through all of them. Make sure your hoop is on your hook. You take the ladder that's in front of the hoop, put it behind your loop, and then you take that ladder that's on underneath your hook and you pull it through your loop. Just like this. And so now you have another loop. And then you just do it again. You pick up your ladder, go over the loop. It's a lot easier if you don't have cameras and gloves and stuff on. And pull it through. And you see I got the last one. I struggled, so I started using a little pick. And now you have your hoop there. And you brought the ladder all the way back up, and now you no longer have a drop stitch. See, wasn't that simple? Trust me, it's a lot easier than it looks. I'm just bad at this. And then make sure you put him back underneath the bars, make sure his tension goes back down. And there you go. You're ready to keep on cranking it out. Look at that. Can't see, except for I missed a bar. I cannot miss. If you do this, make sure you pay attention. Don't pick up all your bars, because now I had to have a bar there. I do go back and fix it, so there you go. It's no longer there. No longer a problem. Also, these are both the same brand of yarn. The one on bottom and top, they're both Big Twist. The other color did not want to work as well. It kept having all kinds of issues. This one just glides like butter. I actually had to force that drop stitch because I couldn't get it to drop a stitch. Okay, so once you're done with your main yarn, you want to cut a pretty long tail, longer than I did here, because you're going to use it later. I ended up having to tie on some yarn there. So now we're going to go over to our waist yarn again. You take that little string, you just put it in front. You add this guy on just like you did in the beginning. Except this is the one to your left of the black hook, except it's just the one to your other string's on. Just hook it on there. Make sure you add your tension down. It's pretty much the same as you started. Except instead of going back and forth, you're just going to continue on like you did before, as though you like dropped the string and put it back on. And we're done with our waist yarn. We're going to cut it off. Once again, probably leave yourself a longer tail than I did. And now you're going to do one full circle all the way around. Don't go past your string now. You just want to go once around. And once you get back to your string, you're going to start... Oh, I'll show you. Let me get all the way around. Yeah, I forgot to add enough string on to take it off, so, you know, tighten it on. You want to take your needle that comes with the kit, or one that you already have. I prefer my little metal ones, they're easier to get the see and for find. You're going to go drew that loop from the back. Pull it drew, don't get tangled in all the stuff that's in your way. Go on, oh, let me move the thing a little bit. There we go. You don't have to turn it, I just do because it's a little easier for me to see. You could just sit there and turn the whole machine and go in circles if you want to. I find it's a little bit better because if you turn it, you have a higher risk of dropping stitches instead of just going around and picking them up. So now you just go in between those gaps, push up, take it off, and just push your needle through it. And just slide it in. And then it's just as easy as that. Really easy to take your piece off the machine. Do it a few more times so you can see what I'm doing. That was my cat. Say hi to the cat, guys. Yeah, say it. She says hi. Yeah, hi Kiki. Her name is Kiki. But so you want to just do that all the way around. And we're getting onto the last one here. Cat's still here. Okay, we pulled it off, and there, your piece of work is now off your machine. Now watch as I struggle to actually get it off the machine. If you did it correctly, you shouldn't have nearly as much trouble as I did. Look at the mess I've made. It's a mess. Just if yours is caught like mine, just go around. Use your hands and just take it off. As you can see, I struggled so hard. There's no need to struggle that hard. It's not supposed to be that way. Like I said, I use it a few times, but usually not like that. And now we have a nice little tube that we can do anything we want to. Imagine anything in the world you could do with a tube, and now you have one. My cat's licking me. I'm so sorry if she's interrupting my audio. Okay, so to finish it off, and if you're gonna like close it together and make a seam, so you have a closed tube with an opening in the front. You're going to go through these two in the back. They're really easy to see. Make sure you use two different types of yarn for your waist yarn and regular yarn. You're going to do a slip stitch into it. So slip stitches are really easy. You just go through one, through the other. Okay, go through one, go through the other. Grab your yarn. Pull all the way through those loops you have on your hook. Every single one of them. And there you go, you did a slip stitch. You're just going to keep doing that. Go to your next little thing you can see, right there. Go to the next one. So I have 3 on my hook there. You will just go through every single one of them. Hopefully I'm making that very clear. As you can see, I'm struggling once again. And I'm going to go do it all the way down. I'll meet you back. And now look at that. I'm back. Isn't that amazing? And there you go. And to get it off, you just pull it through, and you just pull that yarn all the way through. Pull that tail all the way through. There you go. Oh, we made the tail too long. I was overzealous. And there you go. Now your main project is secure, and you can take your waste yarn off. So if you finish it the way I finished it, you have to take that little string off and then frog it. Just frog it all the way down. To frog it, you just pull on that string and just take the whole project apart. So now you have a nice, pretty bag, I guess. So now if you want it to be a circle, and you'd say you don't want to close it, but you don't want it to be a pull string, you want it to be a solid tube, like maybe for like a sweater or something, you just do slip stitches but in the round. So you go to your 1, and then go true 2 on the left of it. And as you can see, you wrap around, pull through both, go to the next one, pull through that one, and then pull through the next one. There you go. Go to your 1, and just pull that string all the way through. You can make a single crochet if you want to, but there's no point. Now I did all the way around, just taking off my waist yarn. All you have to do once again is pull the string all the way through and then frog it. So you can see you just pull that string through and then frog it, and now you have a bag. Look at that. And that's 2 ways to finish your project off with waste yarn. So you can make a sweater collar like this, you can make, I don't know, a belt. I don't really know what else you can make with this, but I thought it was neat. Maybe pills. I think pills be neat. Okay, so now we're going from tube mode to panel mode. Now a lot of people are intimidated by panel mode. I know I was at first. It was super difficult. In fact, even making this video I had to restart because I messed up. So just like you bring it in the first place, you're going to go to the left of the black hook. Put it on there. And keep your tension knot nice and tight. You want to, this one is way more important to keep your tension correct than it is on the other one. So you go all the way around, and you hold it nice and tight. So now on panel mode, of course, it's not going to go all the way around. I didn't want it on black there. I'll take it off black. There we go. As you can see, it didn't go connect all the way around. We just stopped, and we, you know, the thing will stop you as you go. It won't let you keep going. Yeah, see, your tail just dropped. It's supposed to do that, don't panic. Yeah, just ignore those. Those 2 will have drop stitches pretty much no matter what. You can finesse with them, or you can go to tube mode and do it manually, but it's a lot easier to just let panel mode tell you what to do. You just go all the way to black, it stops you, and then go all the way around again. Oh, yeah, see, it's a little tight here just because it's the first stitch. Just push him back down, he'll be fine. And all the way to the left. As you can see, it lets me go past that black peg, but stops me here. And you just do that back and forth. Make sure you hold your tension tight. And you just take it off like you did last time. You just take the little hook and go all the way around. Nice and easy. And yeah, that's about all I had to say, really. I mean, you can make panels for skirts, you can make panels for shirts, you can make panels for shirts. Yeah, goodbye, cat. So have fun with it. Do whatever you want, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. So for anybody that's still watching at this point, I would like some feedback. I would like some comments. Would you like me to do more, what's it called, like crochet projects? I have a couple of ideas. Knitting projects, or knitting machine projects, crochet projects. Would you like to see me demonstrate stuff like that? If so, just let me know down in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to try your guys' ideas. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, love you.